A little birdie told me that you wanted to make Sunday your little like I did, so let's get into it. Good morning, guys. I've been making Sunday my little Sunday stuff really made me realize how much time in a day I have. If you guys know, I've been making collagen soup and I've been keeping up with that for the past 2 weeks, going on to my 3rd week this week. And then I also wanted to make sourdough bread for the week. This is my discard. This is what's supposed to be my active starter, but it didn't really rise last night. As you can tell, it's snowing. So it was kind of cold in my room, I guess, but I'm trying to keep it by the warm zone on my oven so that maybe it can rise. And I thought maybe I'll try to use my discard. I don't know how that's gonna work because the last time I used discard, my sourdough was gummy and flat. But I've really been craving some bread, so I still want to make it. I also have to do my taxes today and then clean up my entire house. Least favorite thing ever to do. It's 9 o'clock. I think all of that's achievable in a day. I have been able to keep my starter doubling the past few days, so that's why I think this starter might be sufficient enough, but I'm not that educated on what happens when I throw active starter into the fridge. Technically, I don't even know if my starter has been active. I just see it double and it looks bubbly and I'm like, okay, good. I'm also gonna set this on the warm zone on my oven to get these to room temperature, and then while I wait for those, I'm gonna start my soup. Today's soup, again, I have some oxtail bones, and then I actually was able to get some chicken feet for my mom this weekend, just 4 of them, and she actually clipped off the toenails for me. I'll throw these in with the soup as well, and then I also have my old oxtail bones from the other weeks. You can use your bones 2 to 3 times, so I just want to get everything I can out of this. Look what I got yesterday. It's this little Easter basket with bunnies on it. There's also a pink one that I really wanted, but this one was just on brand with me. So did I need it? No. But I can't help myself. This is my last serving of collagen soup for the week. Very little, but maybe I'll drink some more tonight. I always get distracted with cleaning, so then I forget to eat. Yesterday I skipped breakfast and I felt so guilty, but I also need to get out of my head about my diet because it can turn unhealthy real quick. I can't forget this time the apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna toss it in first. Oh, I hate the smell of it.
Grams of King Arthur bread flour. That's just my preference. I just get disposed in it. Push the sides down, and then I just set the lid.
I finally have my sourdough settling for the next 5 hours. My soup is looking good. Let's talk about the Sunday scaries. A little birdie told me that you wanted to make Sunday your little like I did, so let's get into it. I used to get the Sunday scaries every single week. However, as of late, it's much better and I actually look forward to Sundays, which is crazy. Granted, it's only been 3 weeks since I started doing this regularly, actually being productive and having Sunday resets. Oddly enough, I did just wake up one day and tell myself enough was enough. Most of my Sundays, as I've said so many times now, were spent laying in bed, doom scrolling, and then when I finally woke up, I would have to edit my video because Sundays are my posting days, and that would take me some time because I'm a procrastinator. I had all week to film and edit a video and just didn't do it. Then after editing it, I would post it and then I would just lay on my couch for the rest of the evening because I was so exhausted. As fun as editing is, it's also extremely draining, and it doesn't help that I'm a perfectionist, so I watch my videos over at least 3 times before I post my videos, and sometimes if they're the longer ones running like 30 minutes, that's already an hour and a half of my day gone. So yeah, step 1 for me was just having enough. I feel like you will always get to a point in life where you have enough of something, whether it's a toxic relationship, friendships that no longer serve you, being lazy, being tired, all of these things. You always get to a certain turning point where you're done. It took me a really long time. Turning over a new year did help with my change, and then also also trying to tackle my PCOS has been a big motivator. You can't just make illnesses or disorders go away. My second tip would be do not sleep in. I know. Trust me, I know it is so tempting. It's the only free day you have to sleep in. I always jam pack my Saturdays full of fun things to do, and so I never sleep in Saturdays. And so I get it. When Sunday comes around, you're tired, you're drained, you just want to sleep. I used to get up at 12 p.m. It was the worst thing ever because then I would only have about 10 hours. I had to cook, I had to feed myself, I had to edit my videos, I had to post, I had to think about what I wanted to eat for the rest of the week because food doesn't just magically appear on my table as much as I wish it did. And so when I would wake up at 12 p.m., it was just so dreadful. I knew I had so much stuff to get done. I already skipped breakfast. My body just feels lazy. And even though I'm not a morning person, what I really like about getting up in the morning is that, yes, I'm groggy and tired at first, but then you just feel like you have so much more time. Like today, I woke up at 8:30. I got up, did my bathroom routine, came here, and I was already starting my sourdough. I was already starting my soup. Then an hour later, I thought it was like 12 o'clock, but I checked my phone, it was only 10 a.m. Realizing how much time I still have left in the day to do all the other things that I want to do. This kind of goes into the second thing that helped me get rid of the Sunday scaries, was flipping my perspective. The way I like to think of it, Sundays are now for me. Unlike Fridays and Saturdays, like I mentioned, where I'm so full of excitement to see friends and family because I have so much more time than on a usual weekday. Sundays are just the day of the week that's the quiet calm. Yes, it does suck that Monday is tomorrow and I have to go to work, but don't even think that far. I don't even want to think about work. Okay, you cannot think about work when you're trying to have a self-care day. What's really helped me is setting a goal for my Sundays, because otherwise if I don't, I will only be thinking about work the next day. And it doesn't have to be a gigantic goal. Sometimes I just like to sit down and journal. Sometimes I want to do a face mask, something small just like that. I've been heavy into my health right now, so of course I'm doing a lot of food prep. I'm doing my collagen soup, I'm prepping my veggies for the week because that's what I struggle most with eating. And then with this soup as well, I know that I have to simmer it on the stove for 8 hours, so I'm gonna stay awake for 8 hours because I have to watch the soup. I can't just go to sleep and let it sit there in case some fire hazard happens. So in those 8 hours, I know that I can fulfill all the things I want and need to do before the week starts. And since I already start off the day being productive, it just helps to lead into cleaning up my kitchen or cleaning up my living room. Whereas before I dreaded cleaning because I would literally be laying on my couch and I just didn't have the energy to even get off of the couch. I do feel like in a weird way you build more energy the more you're up and doing stuff. Yes, you get tired, but you also take little breaks in between and then you're able to get back up. I'm not like taking full-on breaks where I'm going to take a nap in between. That's just not going to help me at all. But I do like to sit sometimes and just scroll on my phone, as long as I know that there's a limit to that and I can't just endlessly scroll until it's 10 p.m. You really have to shift your mindset that Sunday is made for you. It's literally a whole free day of not having to worry about anybody but yourself. Monday through Friday, you are so focused on your coworkers. Maybe you work with clients, you have to cater to them. And then on the weekends, you want to see your friends and family, so you also cater to them. And when do you really have time to cater fully to yourself? For me, that's hardly ever, until I realized that Sunday, I sit at home most of the time and I don't do anything for myself. That's how I like to think of my Sundays nowadays. I just really love having a full day devoted to myself. That's not just laying in bed all day and scrolling on TikTok and having zero energy, because that doesn't serve me for the rest of the week. And I know that if I don't take care of myself on Sunday, I'm gonna have a bad week. There was this video I watched of this girl on TikTok saying that routines take more than just hope that you can change. It takes devotion and discipline. And discipline is really hard. People who are disciplined will go to the gym regardless of if they want to, because they've set it in their schedule and they've made a routine out of it. It's so true, because I used to go to the gym every single day, and I worked really hard in the gym for a few months, I want to say, because there would be days where I didn't want to go, and I still made it. For some reason, I don't know what happened. I think I stopped. Obviously, I don't go anymore. But that's the thing. Discipline comes and goes for me, and I'm not strict enough on myself. So the video that I watched was more so, when you start your day and you have an alarm, you cannot keep snoozing it. I'm really bad at this. I set my alarms at 5-minute intervals, but she was saying you have to have discipline with yourself and not snooze that alarm and just get up when you hear it, because if you don't, then you're allowing your body to just go against your entire routine. When she said that, it kind of hit me. I was like, Yeah, you're right. Now, I'm still working with this because during the weekday, when I try to wake up for work, I will snooze my first alarm. On the weekends, though, it's a little bit weird because I don't need an alarm to wake up. I will just wake up naturally. I don't know why, and I really hate that because why can't I wake up normally for work, but then on the weekends, I'll be waking up at 8 a.m. Really weird of my body, but okay. I definitely do need to get better, and it's just something that I've been thinking about ever since I saw that video. Yes, I'm tired, but if I don't get up now, it's just gonna be worse. Same thing with the naps. I don't like to take naps anymore because if I do, I will nap for hours on end. You will not hear from me for like 3 hours. And that's just so unhealthy. I've now trained my body out of that, which goes into my next thing. It is hard to set routines, but you have to train your body. Not even just your body, but your mind as well. As I am starting my new diet, I'm shifting the times that I eat. So I only eat between 9 to 6 p.m. Before I would eat at 1 p.m., 5 p.m., and then 10 p.m. So I've now trained my body out of that. When I was changing the hours that I was eating, my stomach would be hungry at 1 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 10 o'clock because my body's just used to that. But now that I've been like a week or two into eating within 9 to 6 p.m., I don't feel hungry at those times anymore because I've trained myself and know that between 9 to 6 is the only time that I can eat. I don't know exactly what happened, but my brain just knows. It will take time. It's going to be hard. I know you're looking for an easy solution. I wish we also had a magical pill that could just do everything for us in our lives, solve all the problems, but we don't. And I think that all comes back to what discipline is. It's just doing it because you have to do it, not because you want to or you don't want to. So train your body to like Sundays, train your body to wake up. I can't believe it. I feel like a new me. If you guys really knew the me and you were a fly on the wall watching me at all hours of the day, you would be so proud of me. And I'm so proud of myself. I know how far I've come even in just as little as 2 weeks. Yes, there was a day where I just magically decided I'm done, but I didn't just magically decide that day I'm 100% going to change. The change will slowly come into effect. You have to trust that. Now that chatting's over, I am going to juice my celery before it goes bad. And then I also have to stop at the store today because I have to pick up some more groceries. We've run out of vegetables, but it is still snowing outside. Hopefully we'll get there. I don't think I'm gonna film it all though, but I think we'll catch up and wrap up at night. I used to be the type of person that would watch productive TikToks of girls making bread or like just, I don't know, doing anything around the house and envy them so much for having the energy to actually do stuff. Not in a jealous way in which I wish them bad, but I really didn't understand how some people have the energy to actually do stuff like that in their day. And look at me now. Kind of scared, but people were saying to add ground cinnamon, so I'm just gonna add a little. Oh my gosh. It is only 3 o'clock now and my sweet potatoes are finished. What else was I doing? Oh yeah, I juiced, duh. And now I have free time until I eat dinner at like 5:30. So I'm making amazing time and I can watch a movie without having to stress about what I'm gonna eat for dinner and what I'm gonna make for tomorrow because I basically already have an idea in my head. So this is perfect. My friend just recommended this movie, License to Wed, so I'm gonna watch it. I don't know what it's about. Mandy Moore. I may have made a mistake. And that mistake would be that I probably overproofed my sourdough because it is so goopy. That's the best way I can describe it. And it's like sticking to the bowl. Good sourdough is supposed to just fall right off. So I'm gonna make sourdough bagels instead, I guess. I don't know what happens when you bake overproofed sourdough. I think it's probably just flatter, but I don't even want to test that. This works out well anyway because I can eat them for breakfast.
I'm trying to be like a chef. That's how chefs do it.
It is now 10 p.m. I just finished my taxes. I did so much today and I'm exhausted, but it's good because now I'll actually go to bed for work tomorrow. I'm just gonna wash my face and then do a mask, maybe get in some reading and then go to bed. But I accomplished so much. I finished my collagen soup and put that in the fridge at like 6 o'clock. I like that I started earlier this time because the soup is really hot, so if I finish at night, I still have to wait for it to cool, and that sucks because then I just have to stay up like an extra hour since it is a lot of soup. And then I also ended up doing a lot more veggie prep. I didn't go to the store because I realized that I had carrots that I hadn't used for a bit, and then Brussels sprouts too, I forgot that I bought. So then got that done along with the sweet potatoes. My bread failed. So sad. My second loaf and I failed again. And by the time I made my bagels and my focaccia, it was already like past my eating time. So I didn't really try them. I tried like a little bit of it and it was definitely gummy, but I put it in the fridge and I will be eating it for breakfast tomorrow so it doesn't go to waste. Holy mask galore. I did not know that I had this many masks left. I knew I had a stash, but I didn't realize that it's this much. So, oh my gosh, let me fix my hair. I'm looking a little insane right now. At least this is the end of the video, so hopefully there are no weirdos watching me right now. I have a lot that I bought from Korea that I've not used. And I went to Korea like 3 years ago. Ooh, yes. Wait, I already tried this one. I guess I'll do the Meta Heel one. I look so crazy, but this is gonna be it for the video. I honestly do not have the patience to wait to take off this mask and then film an outro. Thank you so much if you guys watch all the way. I will see y'all in the next one.